Hey there Ghost, this is Will with Ghost Gamer News, and I've got a guide for players who like to embrace stealth gameplay while also giving you options when stealth fails in Ghost of Tsushima. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the Ghost Gamer News channel for more Ghost of Tsushima guides, as well as guides and information about other games in the stealth, sniper, and tactical genres. First off, spoilers are ahead, so if you haven't completed much of the main story and want to avoid being aware of some of the rewards you get, stop watching now. At the end of Act 2, you gain the most critical piece of equipment to this build, as well as having a few other tools available to you: the Ghost Armor. While providing a 40% reduction to enemy detection speed is great when fully maxed out, there are two other important factors critical to this build: reducing the number of kills necessary for entering Ghost Stance by 2, and increasing the likeliness of terrifying your enemies by 30%. By now, you should also make sure you've got smoke bombs, wind chimes, and ideally firecrackers in your arsenal of ghost tools. Charms-wise, there are a few you'll need, and I apologize for potentially butchering the pronunciation of these. The charm of Akazuchi no Kami boosts the terror chance by 25%. For minor charms, the Charms of Fortune 1 and 2, and either the Charm of Shadows, which reduces detection speed by 10%, or Charm of Silence, reducing detection speed by 15% and massively increasing resolve gain, although it is harder to get. Either of those are great, but if you can get both, do it. Once you've unlocked all 6 charm slots, that leaves you with 2 open charm slots depending on whether you've gotten the Charm of Silence. 1 major, 1 minor. Here's where you can adjust things to suit your gameplay. For the major slot, I recommend either the Charm of Huri no Mikoto, Toxic Demise, or Unseen Respite. For the minor slot, Hachiman's Favor, which is a pre-order bonus charm, is great if you find yourself failing at stealth a lot. Fire Doctrine is great for boosting terror, if you like utilizing fire in your arsenal, and Hidden Sight helps speed up gameplay a bit, or the Charm of Silence or Shadows if you've gotten both. Skills-wise, like most builds, you should max out the parry tree. While you'll be in direct combat less with this build, getting a perfect parry grants you even more chance to terrify enemies, which is always useful. Mythic skills are also exceptionally useful, as they all provide additional opportunities to terrify. For evolving tactics, Far Hearing maxed is critical to allowing you to determine when to best use your next ability, Chain Assassination. As you progress, having Shoji Assassination and Ghost Stance are both highly desired, especially Ghost Stance, which you should get throughout natural progression of the main storyline. Gameplay-wise, you'll obviously want to start out in the shadows, utilizing the stealth mechanics of Ghost of Tsushima to its fullest, but you're not relegated to just stealth. Your goal is going to be assassinating the outliers, who aren't likely to alert enemies first, to help build out your Ghost Stance meter. Take care of the lone archers with your bow, and if you chose Toxic Demise, you can also make use of wind chimes to eliminate those lone enemies on patrol, or draw 1 or 2 enemies away from a group of 4 or more. Once you've found a group of 3 you can take out easily with your maxed Chain Assassination, do it. Even if you have some left over, your ability to terrify will usually lead to them running away. If you've ended up leaving some enemies nearby alerted, here's where your initial efforts will be rewarded. You should be ready to trigger Ghost Stance. Once you do, you'll be able to clear the stragglers easily. If by some stretch of the imagination you've got enemies left over, or you weren't able to trigger Ghost Stance, you've still got another tool available: smoke bombs. Try and cluster the enemies together and drop one to perform another Chain Assassination, or use them to get away and hide. Generally speaking, this build is weakest in duels, given none of your abilities will come into play. It is still effective, however, in large group combat situations, thanks to smoke bombs with Chain Assassination, Ghost Stance, and Terror. For duels, you'll want to have another armor set available, such as Gosaku's armor. Alright, Ghosts, that's your Terror Stealth build guide. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming.